Hey everybody, it's Christine and it's a brand new month, which means there are brand new kits from the Scraproom. And today I'm going to be doing a 2-page layout using their DoubleShot kit. So this kit features Pink Fresh, which is always just they always have the most beautiful collections. Not bright colors, generally they're more softer pastel colors than I typically work with. However, every time I see one of their collections, I just love it. So pretty. And this one is no exception. So what I decided to do was make a 2-page layout, and I'm going to use this gorgeous floral paper on the left-hand side and then this foliage paper on the right-hand side. And then I'm actually taking the third paper from the kit and I cut it into a 10.5-inch circle, which is going to go right in the middle. So very unique feel for a 2-page layout. Traditionally, we see a lot of 2-page layouts start with the exact same paper or 2 sheets of cardstock. In this case, I am using coordinating papers and really going to draw the eye into the center of the layout. So I'm going to go ahead and secure that on there, and then I will cut it in half. You will notice that I put the ombre paper, more the pink at the top and the more coral orangey color at the bottom, rather than have all the pink or all the orange on one side. This way they are on both papers. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is kind of change this paper up a little bit simply by taking my craft knife and going over the different leaves that overlap this circle. Now, I certainly could have just put the circle right over the top and left it that way, but by using my craft knife and pulling these items up to above the circle, it helps to pull the whole layout together and really unify things. Now, I have to say, this paper that I'm working with right now is just absolutely gorgeous. I think I could probably do 10 layouts with this. So many ideas come to mind, and so it was a little hard to use it, which doesn't happen very often. When I look at papers, usually I'm like, okay, I'm ready to use this. I really like it. This one, I was like, I kind of want to hoard it because it's just such a unique paper. Part of what I like about it is that they left room for you to create on it while still having a really big, cool design on it. So the design is not so overwhelming that you don't have any white space or anywhere to work and create. So I was glad I was able to work it into this layout, but I'm not going to lie, I may be picking up more of this collection because I just really like a lot of the look of it. And you can see it's got a mixed media feel as well as a watercolor feel to it. So very cool. Doesn't have the fall vibes pretty much at all. But that's okay too, because we have all these summer pictures. We're still working on summer. It's not like we automatically switch over to fall and scrap only fall stuff. So in this case, I did scrap some fall pictures. In fact, my kids are eating an ice cream flight at a gelato shop. Now, I'm going to use 4 pictures on this today. These ones coordinated pretty well. They weren't really the perfect choice, but I just didn't have the perfect choice. So I'm going to make one picture bigger, and I'm going to tuck that into the left-hand side of my page. And then I made 3 of them just a smidge smaller. Now I'm going to put the bigger one on nice and straight on that left-hand page. And then the 3 on the right-hand page are going to just kind of be tilted and angled and staggered. But what they're going to do is create a horizontal line all the way across the page. It's actually a very clean and simple layout for as much detail as it looks like it has. And the reason I was able to go clean and simple but still look like I have a detailed layout is because the pattern papers are just fantastic. They work perfectly for taking some of the work out of a layout, making it look like it's polished and finished, and not too clean and simple. So to embellish, I opted to cut out 3 white circles, and I'm going to tuck those in 3 spots. Once again, as I almost always do, creating a visual triangle, drawing your eyes into those pictures. So I'm going to tuck each of those underneath my 3 spots there, 2 on the bottom, 1 up top. And then I'm going to add some ephemera that came in the page kit, as well as some watercolor flowers that I fussy cut. I fussy cut some greenery. I'm going to add all of those in, creating some really pretty clusters. And you can see I'm mixing and matching in both putting some flat and some up higher. Now, a real quick reminder, the Double Shot kit from the Scrap Room is a 2-page kit. It comes with 3 patterned papers as well as cardstock and embellishments, and gives you a chance to try out a really fun collection. This collection is probably not one that, just looking at it in an online store, I would have picked up myself. But I'm really glad she sent it because I really had fun playing with it, and it was the first one I pulled out this month to play with. So you can check all of those out as it's the first of the month. She likely still has some in stock, and so you can check it out early. Don't procrastinate though, because she does sell out of a lot of her kits. You can also check out the other kits that she has available, including the Flavors of the Month kit, which gives you 4-page kits instead of just 2. The second page kit in the Double Shot kit this month is the new Paige Evans collection. So you'll be seeing that later on in the month as I work with that one. So you can see I've got my clusters coming together pretty good here. Did include some rhinestones, so I'm going to use those just as some added little accents at the end. And then in just a moment here, I'm going to step away from the kit. Now, every once in a while, you add a little bit more to the kit. Obviously, at her price point, she can't give you everything that you may need for a title or some of those little embellishments all the time. And so sometimes I do dig into my stash. And today was the case where I did. I pulled out an acrylic word family, and I'm going to add that up above my picture. And I also pulled out some wood veneer butterflies, and I'm adding both of those on with adhesive dots. And like I said, sometimes I do need to pull a little bit from my stash, but not always. She really intends for you to get a good start on your layout, and oftentimes that means you can complete it, but sometimes you add a little bit more. And you'll see that if you look at any of my Scrap Room videos. Sometimes I don't even have to add a single thing from anywhere else. But every once in a while you do. So all that said, thank you so much for joining me today. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you aren't already a subscriber. And I do have a new playlist of 2-page layout videos, so I will link you to that right now. And be sure to head over to the Scrap Room and check out her kits for this month. Have a great day and happy September.